Welcome back to Mammoth 4runner. I'm back inside of the 6G and I have a pretty cool mod set up for this one. And we are finally going to be doing the rear view mirror. And this one, if you can see my view out the back, is a must right now. So anyone that's willing to put the spare tire in the back, well, you're going to need this mod. I've been searching around looking for various different options as far as the rearview mirror goes, and I have had one before that I wasn't that impressed with, and it basically attached around my stock mirror. It actually replaces this entire piece, so I'm actually going to take off my whole mirror here. So that is pretty cool. And this one I got from Lexland Gear. I'm going to leave a link in the description for it so you guys check it out. It'll go straight to the product. They also hooked me up with a promo code, so just put in Mammoth and save yourself a couple bucks on the whole unit. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump into it and I'll show you guys what this thing looks like. So it comes in a pretty cool box. Reminds me of like a iPhone or something. And then we have, oh yeah. So very sleek, very thin. Here's the back camera. So very, very cool. That is just how it comes out. It actually has a 64 gig SD card in there. This is gonna be what is gonna connect it to the window. So you replace the whole thing. So I like that. So you don't have to fiddle with it coming loose or wrapped around your stock mirror. And then it goes to your OBD2 sensor. The back camera, which is my favorite part because I get to attach this above my spare tire. So that is going to go in the back. Comes with a 3M tape. They leave you some tools. So we got a bunch of tools here. We got electrical tape. We got more 3M tape. Bunch of cool stuff. So that is everything out of the box. And yeah, now we're just gonna go ahead and I'll show you how to remove this stock one, put it on, and then it's just pretty much running the wire. So this is actually pretty simple, but let's start with removing the stock mirror and we'll go from there. All right, so first up, if you push this part down, the plastic piece down, this whole thing will pop down, and then you can easily remove this little piece right here and basically take it all out. It's really flimsy. The plastic's really flimsy, so just take your time, be gentle with it. So let's go ahead and slide this baby on. Go, and then just want to tighten it with this screw they have here. And simple, nice size, clears the visor. All right, sweet. So let's go ahead and get this thing wired up. And basically what I'm going to do here is start from the back, get the camera on where I want it, and then run it through the tailgate and just basically run it through the headliner all the way up to the front to be able to hit up here. And this is just the tedious part here now. It's really not that bad. All right, so that's the rear camera right now plugged in. All right, guys, so there you go. There's my review. Now what I did is I ran the wire. I ran it down here. I'm not sure why, because I ended up losing a lot of cord, but just go from here and follow all the way around up through here, follow it around out the back, and then I got mine coming up through the weather stripping, and all the extra wire just stuffed behind the panel. So I had to put mine right here. Yours is probably a little different, but I've got the spare tire. So if I wish I could have it more in the middle because I can't really see anything to my right, but that's gonna be my best option for now, unless I were to run it up higher onto the roof rack. So for me, this is better than nothing, and I can still see the majority of what's behind me. And a lot more than what I could before, that's for sure. So far, I love the display. It looks clean. These wires are kind of tucked up out of the way, which is nice. You got your record button, picture, let's see, settings, parking mode, resolution. Let's go 4K. Look at that, we're at 2.7. Loop video, 3 minutes. Parking mode. Cool, so you can adjust the brightness here. Keep it low for at night. Look at everything it records. Look at that, already has. So it already has all the files for the front and the rear. Or once the rear was set in. All these that have been recording since it's been plugged in. So it just goes in a loop. And I switch over to the rear. And I can go to those videos. So pretty cool. Very, very cool. All right, and one more cool thing, it does have an app so you can connect. It took like 2 seconds, and I'm connected to the front of the camera at the moment. And I can see a live view, camera files. I could take a picture. Very, very cool stuff. Oh, cool, and I can switch all the settings and everything right here. And there is your split screen, which is the one that I want. So I got the front right here. I got the rear view right there. So when I drive, I can see both. And that's going to be recording everything. So front and back. All right, so final thoughts. Easy install. The device feels good. It doesn't feel cheap. And it booted right up right away. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Like everything works properly, switching in and out of the different modes and the settings, able to switch the front to the rear pretty easily, and it's automatically recording. So I finally have a dash cam I'm super stoked on, and I can record the front and the rear. And yeah, it looks good. You know, running the wire was pretty simple. It took all of like maybe 20 minutes, for me a little bit longer since I had to do all this recording. But yeah, I'm super stoked. So if you guys want to check it out, remember I put the links in the description below, lexlandgear.com. And use my promo code Mammoth. You'll save a couple bucks and get yourself a pretty sweet camera. You guys make sure you keep an eye on the channel. I do have a lot more mods. I know you're probably like, how this thing is built to the max, but there are those little fine tuning mods that I still have in mind. So we got re-gear coming up, we got front locker coming up, got a bunch of cool interior mods still on the way. So make sure to check out lexlandgear.com, and remember I do have a promo code Mammoth to save you a couple bucks. So check out the links in the description, and you guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.